Saludos familia desde Puerto Rico, les habla su presidente de la plataforma Todo sobre Lucha Libre, Jesús. Y hoy tenemos con nosotros en una noticia en inglés. La entrevista va a ser en inglés con el luchador Jack Veneno Jr. Hi Jack, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. So Jack, where are you from?
I'm originally from La Vega in the Dominican Republic. I grew up. I was born then, and then I went to Sweden when I was 1 year old. So basically, I grew up in Sweden. So my mom is Dominican and my dad is Swedish.
Okay. Now tell us, in short story, why did you become a wrestler?
For me, it was part of carrying the name Jack Veneno in Europe, so people remember what happened in the 1982. Everybody remembers the match with Ric Flair, and but nobody remembers the match that went on like 4 6 months after that when Roddy Piper was there too. So basically, I want to finish the story by getting the NWA title or a WWE title and getting it back to the Dominican Republic. Because as we see with Damian Priest, he brought it back like a champion, a Puerto Rican champion.
Okay, can you tell us?
So I want to become the first Dominican champion.
Okay, I'm seeing you having some internet difficulties because you're frozen up.
Yes, I see that too. I'm sorry about
Okay,
that.
now, no, there's no problem. Okay, now, so s- you are right now in Sweden. When people hear the name Jack Veneno, they remember this famous wrestler from Santo Domingo. Who was him for you?
He is my family doesn't really want to get involved and be involved in the story. I can understand that because a lot of the family of Jack Venene is kept secret. But I can tell you that he's my great uncle, mi
Mm,
tío abuelo.
okay, okay. How many years have you been so far a wrestler?
I've been a wrestler just 6 months.
6 months? Okay.
Yes.
So right now you're an independent wrestler. Do you belong to any wrestling company so far?
No, I'm independent as for right now. So I have done a couple of matches for the biggest promotion in Sweden, Stockholm Wrestling, where I had a lot of opportunities meeting guys from Denmark, from Finland, also from Sweden. So I I got a good chance because for me wrestling is in my blood. So it was easy for me to learn. But you can see in my first matches that I am a rookie as for right now, but I went really far in just 6 months.
Why do you decide to use the name Jack Veneno Jr.? Because maybe some fans think from the beginning that he was your father or something like that. Why did you decide to use that name?
Because Junior is because my mother is Dominican, so my mother can't be Junior, right? So I have to be Junior. That's
Okay,
why I took the name Junior.
okay. Who teach you wrestling?
My trainer is Marcus of Man. He's from England, a very good wrestler. And I have Alice Inc. and she's from Sweden. She, I think she is the best in Europe because she went to Japan, had a tour there. She had a tour in America. She had a tour all around Europe and held a belt in Denmark for a long time. So they trained me and see that I have a heart for wrestling. I really want to do this. I really want to finish the story, bring the belt to the family, to the La Casa, el legado de Jack Veneno. I just want to finish the story.
Okay. How do you feel the first time you step into the ring? How was your emotions that day?
My emotions was quite high. It was very tough. For me, I have been a rap artist for 15 years, so being on stage in front of people is not uncommon for me. And
Okay.
also, I worked in movies as an actor, so also that gave me gave me something to learn. And I can, like a Dominican, I can dance, of course. Bachata, merengue, salsa, wrestling is a dance. So I think stuff that I did before in my life made me confident and made wrestling easy for me.
Ok. Mi gente, estamos haciendo la entrevista en inglés porque aunque él habla ciertas palabras en español, él me indicó antes de comenzar la entrevista que algunas palabras pues se le hacía un poco difícil, por eso estamos haciendo la entrevista en inglés. O sea, no se sorprendan que él de vez en cuando diga sus palabras en español porque él las sabe decir, pero no te sabe conducir una entrevista completa en español, por eso la estamos haciendo en inglés, para que entiendan y comprendan el concepto. Ok, so far, what championships in Sweden are you looking forward to maybe win sometime?
Right now, I have my eyes on the heavyweight championship and the Stockholm wrestling championship. I'm thinking of taking both of them, and then I'm going to Denmark and taking the championships there, and then trying the a tryout for WWE sometime next year. Uh,
Okay, so maybe we can see you in next.
Next year, I hope so, because the thing is, I want to learn wrestling, like get a lot of wrestling knowledge here, and then go to Puerto Rico and learn there too, because that's I have to go to Puerto Rico and learn wrestling. I have to wrestle as a Dominican, as a
Okay.
luchador dominicano.
Would you like to have the opportunity to wrestle in your island of Republic Dominican?
Yeah, and Estadio de los Deportes. If I had the chance to wrestle there again, it should be very, very amazing to do that. So, uh,
Imagine you going with the Dominican flag.
yes, I go with the Dominican flag almost always when I have my matches. When I have
Okay.
it, I carry it around. I made a logo also. I don't have it here, but I will show you later. On the center logo on the Dominican flag, I took the national animal and put it in the middle, the palmera. So basically, because it's only in the Dominican island. So I really want to make the heritage of the Dominicans so people remember that. More people go to the island, more people like get tourism. I want to make everything. This is for the Dominican Republic, like everything I do.
Do you like to receive love or hate from the fans?
Here
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun.
a super heel. Soy super rudo aquí en Suecia. But I think if I go to the islands, I think I will go be a technical. So let's see how it works out here. Because I sense, because I was a rapper, so doing promos and being on the microphone and freestyling, no problem. I have no problem with that. But
Okay.
sometimes I roast them so good that they laugh, like The Rock. He was a heel, but he
Okay.
was such a good heel that people laughed because he was so funny. So the promotion is talking like maybe you will end up going into that character if you're really good at doing promos, but still being a heel. But let's see how it works out. As for right now, I'm just trying to get knowledge in wrestling because I broke my shoulder 4 weeks ago, so I'm still recovering from the injury.
But the doctor said you can return to the ring sometime?
Yeah, no problem. I just had to recover. Just damaged my shoulder. I was taking a bookend to the back, but he didn't bounce off. So he like
Oh,
sat on my back. So I broke my shoulder. So I'll be back in 2 weeks now.
have you seen any company here in Puerto Rico that you wish you can come and wrestle there?
Not yet. I am just as for right now. I'm looking like maybe taking a championship in Sweden and then go to Puerto Rico because that
Mhm.
would be really really cool.
You know what would be cool too if you can fight in Mexico.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That would be really, really cool. I've never been to Mexico, and I don't know the wrestling scene there either. But I know that I have to learn the lockups at the other side because they wrestle. They wrestle differently.
Okay. How is wrestling right now in Sweden? Are the fans there for you or more or less?
Like, wrestling is pretty good in Sweden. It's not big, not like Latin America. It's very very small, but the fans are dedicated. Every show we have a lot of people there. So I think wrestling can get bigger in Sweden, but we don't Swedish people don't really understand what it is. It's wrestling is too complicated for them because they just see it and think it's fake, but wrestling is not fake. Absolutely not.
When you talk English, it sounds a little bit like an Indian, you know. Can you imagine you go to WWE, they put you on mask and they say, okay, you're not going to be a heel Indian talking that way? Would you dream maybe something like that?
Maybe, maybe. I hope not. I hope not. But if
But you sound,
that,
it's not that it's a bad English. It's just that you sound like when Indian people talk, you know.
yeah.
And I was remembering the one with where the guy who was with the Great Khali, that he talked that way too. So I
Oh yeah.
imagine myself with a mask, and they say, okay, you're gonna be here with a mask talking, but you're gonna be an Indian. What would you
Yeah.
say? Yes or no?
It would sound.
WWE.
Oh. Um, okay, this is my thoughts. This is how I'm thinking about it. I
Okay.
can say no and do like LA Knight because he just waited and got into WWE when he was 41. Like that's pretty old.
Mhm.
Like Damian Priest now too. Like he's over 40, so that's no problem. So I can say no, work a lot on the Jack Veneno Jr. name, and then come back as Jack Veneno Jr. Or
Mhm.
if I just want to take the shortcut and work there and be another character, uh, no, no, I won't do it. No,
No.
no.
Mm. Uh, if they offer you a lot of money for change your character,
Yes, because then I would invest it in Dominican Republic, in the
oh,
estate of Jack Veneno.
okay, okay. Because remember that when you saw Demi Priest, he sometimes speaks Spanish like a Puerto Rican, sometimes he speaks English. Rey Mysterio, sometimes he speaks Spanish, sometimes he speaks English. And all these people from Mexico, sometimes they speak both languages. But if you got a little bit of problem talking Spanish, they will say, this guy speak English, he doesn't speak too much Spanish. I want this guy to be another character because Jack Veneno Jr. Okay, but he doesn't speak too much Spanish, and maybe they don't want you to use Jack Veneno Jr. Maybe they want you to do another character with a mask because sometimes they, I don't know why, somebody who is from another place, they like to put on this mask on them.
Yep, and do stereotype. This is very,
Mm,
very common. Like Yokozuna, he was not even from Japan.
no,
Like,
no, he
they
was a
do that.
Samoan.
Yeah, and they do that with a lot of people. Uh,
Or
For me,
vice versa. If people use masks in Mexico, they bring them here without mask.
yeah, that's true. That's
Like
true.
Alberto del Rio, Escobar, all those guys used to wear masks in Mexico, but when they come here, they say, no, I don't want you with a mask.
Oh wow. That's different because wrestling, how promotional things work, is very new to me too. Uh, so yeah, I think if I were to move to the Dominican Republic, live in Mexico, Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico for like 6 months, I would speak perfect Spanish. It would be no problem, and I would do fake a Spanish accent if they wanted me to. If I really had to do it, I would put in so much work just to be perfect at that, just to get rid of. Nah, I don't want to be an Indian. Of course not. I want to represent my heritage.
Okay, okay. Well, maybe we can see in the future, no so long. Maybe we can see you on next, starting there. Maybe then we can see you on Raw or SmackDown. Let's see
Yeah,
what destiny have for you in your life.
yeah. Let's see. It's just about hard work, going to the gym and going to wrestling, studying, looking at matches. Like that's
Another
the hard.
thing, you're healed, but what if they decide to put you on a baby face situation? You think you can handle it?
Oh yeah, I will do that. I will do the best thing about it. Because for me, if you give me a job like you're a heel, you're a baby face, you're gonna do that. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be the best in the world doing it. That's the thing about me. I do it with 120%. You tell me to go 100%, I do it 120. I'm there.
And how about if
So
they
I'm
say, okay, you're gonna be this Dominican wrestler, but you're not going to talk. We're gonna give you a manager. Like you remember this manager that who was Umaga, the guy who talks Spanish. Maybe they can give you somebody like that, a manager like that, and you're gonna be like, you don't talk.
yeah, then I'm gonna be better than at wrestling, so that will do my talking. You know,
Mm,
when people are blind, they get better hearing. That's the same thing with me. If I can talk, I have to get better at wrestling.
mhm.
So it's for me, it's the same thing, and I always have to solve it and make it better.
Sometimes you can have a good mic, but if you doesn't perform too good on the ring, that's not good. Or maybe the other side around, you can be good on the ring, but if you don't have a good mic, it's gonna be wrong. So that's why some wrestlers doesn't talk. They use a manager because that's the way they act more better. Like you do say right now, you can think about your performance and you don't have to think about what I'm gonna say, when I'm gonna say it.
Yes. So I think that's very good. But if I were to get a mouthpiece in wrestling, uh, it's hard for me. I want somebody like here in Sweden and Europe, we have no Latin people at all doing wrestling. It's only me.
Okay, sometimes you do promos in Spanish too, or not? You only talk in English.
No, I just do some things in Spanish because I do Swedish, English, and some things in Spanish. But
Okay.
people in the audience obviously uh, do, uh, doesn't understand me. But at sometimes at the start of my promos, I say "grite si me oyes,"
Oh.
and then the Spanish people scream, and I tell them that I love them to be here, and I hate every Swedish people that are there.
Have you ever thought the possibility of becoming a baby face, dancing some merengue, some machata? Have you think about that? Coming into the ring,
Do
merengue, dancing machata. Hey, I'm a baby face.
you,
Oh,
you think about like Disco Inferno, uh,
mm,
like from
no,
WCW?
maybe because you say you love merengue, you love bachata, and you know.
But I can't do that. That's so far from me.
Okay.
That's so far from me. Like, could I do it? Uh, it's hard. Like these days, you have really good questions. You know this? You have really, really good questions. Uh,
I'm making you think.
yeah, you're making me think a lot. You're making me think a lot. Could I do it? Yes, maybe I could. Like maybe I could. But I would do it as a heel. I would think that would be funnier to me. Be a dancing guy and be super happy, but as a heel, like being super cocky and flamboyant. I think that as a heel. But the thing is, when you come up with your characters, it's never the wrestler who chooses it. If it's not a big thing already, it's the promotion who chooses your character. So
Okay.
if I had a chance to get into wrestling and they just gave me a character, maybe I would say yes. Because it was the same thing here. If I were not to be the how would it be the nieto of Jack Veneno,
Hmm.
I don't think I would get a big start in wrestling because I had I have 5 matches, but I lost none of it. I came into the most promotion just squashing everybody, and I know for that for you to have that in wrestling is very big. The promotion doesn't do that for very much people to just put them in and win. So I know I have good chances here. So
But I make you think.
yeah, you're making me think. You're making me think a lot.
You remember that? I don't remember the name, but there was a wrestler in WWE that he entered dancing with a girl.
But yeah, I think that was Disco Inferno, and
No,
WCW had
it
that
was
German
no, it
guy.
was also in WWE. There was this guy. I don't remember the name right now. It escaped from my mind,
Ah,
but
Fandango.
Fandango, Fandango.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Imagine it's funny, but imagine you entering with a girl dancing merengue or dancing bachata. I mean, it would be like, wait a minute, he's from Dominican Republic. You know,
Yeah,
it like this mind game. Am I from Sweden? Am I from Dominican Republic? Where am I from? You know,
yeah,
or maybe you try to dance, but then like you don't know how to dance, and you turn like a little bit angry, and the people will see like, okay, wait a minute, this guy, he looks like he know how to dance, but he don't know how to dance. What's wrong with this picture? You know, it would be like
yeah.
a kind of a heel funny thing.
Yeah, it would be really good and get angry at the girl and push her like
Yeah,
instant,
yeah.
instantly.
Like you
Feel
could say
really
to her, "I hate this. I hate this. You don't know how to dance. Tu sabes bailar." You know, say a thing like that, and push the girl, and so the people would be like, "Hey, hey, hey, you're
yeah.
hurting this lady. What's going on?" You know. Or maybe this
Funny thing.
girl start dancing with the referee, and you get angry because hey, you're mine. You know, you're not supposed to dance with anybody else. You're supposed to dance only with me.
Yeah. So because funny story. I had a match. One I had like 2 months ago now. I was a heel, so I was meeting a guy from Denmark, and it was everybody was booing me, but in the front row it was a couple of girls who was like blowing kisses at me, and I was looking down at them like, "What do you want?" And she's like, and I was screaming at her like, "Do you want a kiss? Do you want to kiss me?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, come, I want to kiss you." And her friends was like, "No, don't kiss him, don't kiss him." So basically, I went down to kiss her, and when she came close to me, I told her like, "Damn, you're ugly up close. I don't want to kiss her. Get out of here."
My God. So, what is going to be your next presentation, your next match? When, where?
In the 11th of August here, because I talked with my doctor, I have to wait with my shoulder. So I don't want to lose time in wrestling. It's better to get 100.
Mhm.
So at the 11th of August, we have a big survival series match here in Sweden, which we sell maybe 2,000 tickets. It's very, very big event. So it's going to be 5-on-5. So I have a team, the Foreign Legion. It's a stable here in Sweden, in the promotion we have, which I am the leader, and I have foreign people here to destroy the Swedish promotion. We are here to take over it, basically.
Okay.
So I have two guys, Frank Rattel and Lord Resin, Poison Resin. They are really good guys, really good wrestlers. So I had these two guys on my side, but I need two more. So I really want a guy from maybe Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico to come wrestle for me in August.
If people want to reach you on the social media, how can they do it?
They can find me at Instagram on Jack Veneno Jr. You will see it on another name, but you will see on the picture that it's me. So you're gonna find me there.
Okay. A last message for all your fans around the world.
Don't remember that wrestling is real. Thank
Bueno, mi
you.
gente, nosotros estamos en nuestro canal de YouTube. Vayan ahí, le dan a la campanita de todo para que reciban las notificaciones de todos los videos que posteamos. Facebook, tenemos la página, tenemos también nuestro grupo y tenemos también en Instagram. Señores y señores, vamos a esperar que Jack Veneno Jr. pueda venir a Puerto Rico, pueda ir a Santo Domingo, quién sabe si algún día a México, con la esperanza también de que pueda ir a WWE. Y ya ustedes saben, estén muy pendientes que si va a WWE hay que ver qué personaje le dan, si en inglés, si en español, si baila, si no baila. Así que muy pendiente de todo esto. Thank you very much, Jack Veneno, for this chance to interview you. In the future, not so long, we're going to contact you again for another interview. Hope you the best of the best. A hug for Puerto Rico. Thank you for your time.
Gracias por todo. Gracias.
Okay.
Buena suerte. Chao.